Over the years, many iconic video game franchises have tried and failed miserably to enter the third dimension. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise's attempts to break from its side-scrolling past. Few franchises became the phenomenon that the Ninja Turtles were back in the 80s and early 90s. Aside from their television, film, and comic book series, their video games were able to draw in crowds of captivated gamers with their simple, yet addictive side-scrolling beat-em-ups. In its prime, the franchise received several best-selling titles for the arcades and consoles, including its very own tournament fighter. As of now, their modern 3D video games have failed to impress gamers or restore them to their former glory. These misguided attempts to reintroduce players to the Turtles began in 2003 when Konami tried to reboot their once profitable franchise for a new generation. Simply entitled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the game disregarded gameplay in exchange for a basic 3D layout inspired by its newly launched cartoon counterpart. While the old games and cartoon show shared a lot with one another, this reimagining took gamers through actual episodes of the new show's first season, complete with cutscenes lifted directly out of its episodes. Following its release, the cel-shaded game was quickly labeled as uninspired and bland. Despite its new three-dimensional graphics, it was seen as nothing more than a generic button masher. In response, Konami tried twice more with Turtles 2: Battle Nexus and Turtles 3: Mutant Nightmare, each delivering minor gameplay upgrades in addition to full 4-player support. Increasingly, Konami tried to fend off bad word of mouth and entice longtime fans by including a classic Turtles arcade title in each game as a bonus. Unfortunately, this did little to spare the games from obscurity.
I'm invincible!
In 2005, Konami tried to capitalize on the success of the Super Smash Bros. Franchise by delivering a fighter clone with Turtles Mutant Melee. Needless to say, the game's unpolished look and controls failed to impress. Despite this, fans were given hope for a proper 3D video game when Ubisoft was asked to make a game adaptation of the Turtles 2007 animated film. To their horror, they were given a simplified version of Prince of Persia, featuring atrocious gameplay, fighting mechanics, and graphics. Strangely, Ubisoft then decided to deliver its own tournament brawler and similarly failed to capitalize on Nintendo's success with Turtles Smash Up. In 2009, Ubisoft chose to update Konami's 1992 side-scrolling arcade classic, Turtles in Time. They added the subtitle Reshelled to the downloadable package and managed to offend gamers with their hybrid 3D repackaging of the retro title. Ironically, this only managed to melt away the game's appeal and annoy longtime fans.
My patience is wearing thin.
Despite several attempts to take the Turtles into the third dimension, the Heroes in a Half-Shell continue to remain without a proper 3D title. What may be needed is a multiplayer game that can rekindle the excitement of gamers with a renewed focus on quality and fun.